Hello loves, my name is Alyssa Miller. Welcome back to my channel, and this is part 3 of me vlogging my acne journey round 2. This is the second time that I have healed my severe acne. I'm an esthetician of 7 years, so this is a really strange place to be. I feel very overwhelmed by not being able to figure out exactly why my skin is being triggered and what I can do to fix it. So this is a very strange place for me to be. I'm also going through a huge life transition. I took in-person aesthetic clients for 7 years and I am now virtual, so I'm helping clients and customers online selling skincare. I own Skin Gloss Beauty, which is an online holistic acne brand. If you're looking for acne safe skincare for you or your family, please reach out if you have any questions and shop on skingloss.com. That is my brand. It's my baby. It's my heart and soul, so I'm really proud of that. Now I'm vlogging my journey as I go through food and lifestyle changes to figure out the root cause and the stem of my acne. So let's get into it. I wanted to give you a little bit more context about today's video and today's vlog before we actually dive right in. So today I'm taking you along to my appointment to see a holistic doctor about my skin, but not only just my skin, about gut health, PMS issues, my skin obviously, and just overall health and wellness. These are things I have dealt with for years, all through my childhood even, and as I went into getting my menstrual cycle, it's been pretty much my whole life I have struggled with severe PMS, and I've also had acne off and on since I was 16. When I was about 22, I completely cleared my skin. I had great skin, and I've managed it since. However, in 2023, I had a really stressful life change kind of things. Some things happen, and so now I'm struggling with, as I transition in or out or however you want to consider it, my skin is breaking out now more than ever. So we are going through the struggles of that and trying to figure out the actual root cause so we can figure out, exactly where this is coming from, cure the root cause, and we can move forward and not have to do this ever again. So today's video, I start off very emotional. I went back and forth about the decision to see this holistic doctor for so long. And if you have acne or really any sort of anything that you're going through in your life it's big and it feels really external, it feels really on display for everyone to see, it really brings you to a very vulnerable place. Of course, I want to vlog this and take you with me just because I want to reassure even one person out there that they're not the only one experiencing this or feeling this way, and I'm right there with him. So I really want to be really vulnerable about it, and I really am in this video because I start off really emotional, and so many clients have come to me and they've been like, this is my last resort. This is the last thing that I know to do for myself for my acne, and that's exactly how I felt as well, because I went back and forth, like I said, should I be going to somewhere else? Should I be going here, there? Like, is there somewhere else that I should put my resources? There's just so many questions that go through your mind, and also I am an esthetician with years of experience, so it feels like I'm missing something or I'm doing something wrong, even though that's not necessarily the case. Acne is just as internal as it is external. I have always said that and always preached that. So not only is good skincare really important, obviously I love skincare, I sell skincare, I created a skincare brand, however it's also really internal as well, and that goes back to lifestyle and stress and just really so many overall factors. If you don't already know, this is my baby Rory. This is Rory. He is the Skin Gloss mascot, also my child, my baby. He's trying to be a part of this video today. You're so sweet. Can we kiss? Oh, thank you. So today I am taking you with me to my appointment to see an integrative medicine doctor. This is really specific because in this specific case, Dr. Pablo is a medical doctor, but also with a holistic approach. So he is a medical doctor. He has all of that licensing. However, he's also going to provide a whole body approach, which is what I really wanted. So the test that they can provide at Integrative MLA is really cool because they can really provide a whole body approach and panels, like hormone panels and food sensitivity tests and things like that that are really broad spectrum, which is something that really drew me to them specifically. Again, I had a lot of different options, and there still might be other things or holistic integrative doctors that I even go see, or just things like that. There's a lot of resources out there, but I really wanted to start here because I felt like the testing was going to be the best, and again, really come from all perspectives. I really wanted that broad spectrum approach, if you will. So today I do a little vlog of my journey. I did not actually video the appointment itself because I did not ask for permission or anything like that. I really just wanted to go and kind of absorb everything like a sponge and debrief and bring it back. So that's exactly what I did. I did a little bit of a vlog when I got there, and then also a little bit of a debrief after I got back. So it's been a couple of weeks now, and I've integrated different things into my lifestyle. So I will continue to make vlogs and kind of like update and post as things change and as we do testing. So it's gonna be really fun. Today's video is really fun. Let's get into it. Good morning, my friends. I've already been so emotional this morning. I'm gonna try to get through this without crying, but today is the day of my appointment. It's about 2.5 hours away from me, so I'm leaving pretty early this morning, and I'm just finishing up getting ready, but I am so excited and also so nervous about this appointment. As you can tell, I'm like very emotional about it. I feel like I have so much writing on this. And so I'm super excited. I'm also super nervous. I just really want someone to hear me out. And I think this also makes me so emotional because of the fact that I understand that so many of you have felt that way when you came into my clinic. And I don't take that lightly. And I think that taking a step in the right direction, in any direction, especially when it comes to your health and healing, and when it comes to something like skin and skin health, it's so vulnerable, it's so out there for everyone to see, it's so on display. It's something that I don't take lightly, and it makes everybody really emotional, I think. I've just been listening to a lot of worship music this morning. I've been praying. I'm continuing to pray over this appointment, and really I just want to be okay with whatever happens or doesn't happen in this appointment. I am still so proud of myself for taking the next step, or just taking a step. No matter what, taking a step, if it's the right direction or the wrong direction, just be proud of yourself that you have continued to advocate and try something different, because you never know what will work. You never know what will be the right next thing for you. So no matter what, I'm like talking myself through this right now. No matter what happens in this appointment, I will be okay. I will be really proud of myself for taking this next step, even though it is so scary. We are just going to go in with a lot of hope and just a lot of prayer. If you think of me today, pray for me. Here goes nothing, guys. Oh, okay, here we go. Oh my gosh, guess what I did? Okay, so I'm so distracted, so excited, so nervous about this day. I forgot to blend in my like jawline bronzer contour. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad that I'm catching this now and not when I'm walking into my literal appointment. I would be so embarrassed. Okay, I have officially made it to the Westfield Carmel area. I had about a 2-hour and 15-minute drive. It honestly went so fast, just in my own little bubble. So it was actually a very nice little drive. So I am here about an hour early. I'm about 15 to 20 minutes from my appointment at Integrative MLA. And that leaves me enough time to get some food and not be stressed eating my food and then getting over to my appointment a little bit early. That way I know that there's going to be a pretty decent amount of paperwork to fill out. So I have just enough time to do that and get there without any rush. Here she is. So excited. I'm starving. I'm gonna dive in and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, taking a quick pause because I found a local coffee shop that looks really cute and has really good reviews. I'm a coffee shop sucker. I love them and I love supporting small businesses, obviously because I have my own, but I just love it in general. So I'm pausing my lunch really quick to go in and grab a coffee. I really didn't have very much coffee this morning, which is a good thing, but I just had a few sips and a protein bar and then I was on my way this morning. So I want a little coffee now that I've had some protein, fiber, fat, and carb in my stomach, and I'm, you know, well balanced. I'm so not used to recording horizontally. I've done everything vertical for so long for Instagram, so this is a little different for me. I have to get used to it, but I'll try to take you along as best as I can and have it hopefully not be like terrible quality. Okay, let's go. Okay, that coffee shop is so cute and everyone was so nice. So I stopped at Rivet Coffee Bar, I hope I'm saying that right, in like the Westfield area, and I actually got a bag of coffee because we're low at home, so super excited to try this. I did look at their specials menu and ended up getting a matcha, which I'm so excited about. So this is an iced matcha latte with oat milk, and it has white chocolate and peppermint, but I got it half sweet, so I don't do sugar free just because I don't like the ingredients. So I will get a little bit of flavoring in my coffee, but I usually do half sweet because I don't love it super sweet anyways, and then it takes like the jittery edge off a little bit. So let's try it. Oh my gosh, the peppermint and the white chocolate in a matcha is so good. The flavor is there, but it's very chill, which I happily approve of. This is exactly what I needed. We have officially made it. I am about exactly 10 minutes early, which is perfect. I'm headed in, so.
Hello. Oh my goodness, you're so cute. Oh, do you smell my puppy? Oh.
I am officially home, safe and sound. I'm filming in my bathroom right now because the lighting outside is so gray that I have to use like my little light over here, so that's why I'm recording in here today. But I came straight home as soon as my appointment was done. I hopped in the car and left because I knew that I was gonna hit rush hour traffic in Carmel and it was gonna be super busy. So I left right away and didn't record before I left the actual office, but I also feel like I needed a moment to decompress and process everything. So the appointment itself went really well. Dr. Pablo gave me so much information, a lot of things I already knew, but how they're all related. And he drew things out, which I really appreciated. It was very visual. He did come into the room and he was like, okay, what are your biggest symptoms? So I was like kind of explaining my story and like very briefly. So I feel like he didn't spend a lot of time with me explaining my story and like, okay, here's my symptoms, this is what's going on. But he would ask me questions here and there as I was telling him what specifically I wanted to work on. And then he really dove deep, like did a deep dive into the visuals and how things are related and kind of like how he wanted to go about testing, like what was the most important, and then we would kind of like eliminate one by one. So as far as starting, we are going to start with a hormone panel, just broad spectrum panel. They test all 4 hormones instead of maybe just estrogen or just testosterone, things like that. Or even just progesterone, which is a really common one to test. They test all 4, so it's very broad spectrum, which I really appreciate. Then also I'll be moving into a food sensitivity test and then maybe even eventually a stool sample, depending on what we find and like how we feel. So I did start off, I'm gonna start off taking fish oil because it's just really healing internally for acne, and then move into B vitamins later on, which is so weird. I'm really nervous about, just because so many people, especially in the skin world, and from like what I understand is B vitamins can also be triggering to acne. So it is something that I want to talk a little bit more to him about and maybe ask some questions now that I have like processed and decompressed a little bit. But those are the things that I'm so excited to learn and I'm so willing to learn and change like what I know about it, and especially like how it works for me because everybody's so different. So as far as that goes, I'm starting really simple and really slow. And I will say that integrative MLA is cash only, like a cash basis. They don't take health insurance. So it is one of those things that I really made sure that this is what I wanted to do. And I'm going to be starting small and do 1 test at a time. So it is cash pay, like I said, so it can get really pricey really fast, especially if you're starting with a bunch of vitamins. But I told them, you know, I want to take it slow. I want to do 1 thing at a time. You know, as we need to move things around or add things in, we can totally do that. But I wanted to just start small and start somewhere first. So integrative MLA was recommended by Gracie Norton. I'm obsessed with Gracie, and we already know that. As soon as I heard her recommendation and her story, I knew I really wanted to go see them. I really wanted somebody who was looking at the whole body, the whole picture. That was really what sold me with integrative MLA, and I'm not necessarily saying that that's somewhere you should go or you have to go or try it out, but I really appreciated that they test, you know, as much broad spectrum as possible. They're not just pinpointing certain things. And then even then, and something that I expressed and also Dr. Pablo said, even if you need to eliminate something for a time to help your body heal and give your gut a break, then you can add those things back in moderation later. And that's something that's really important to me. Even though I know dairy can be a big trigger, I know that it can also have lots of vitamins and minerals and really healthy fats that are great in something like raw milk that maybe we could have, you know, once a week or in moderation. Maybe I specifically can't digest it the same as someone else, but we're getting to the root cause that can make it easier on your gut to digest those things later. So that was what was really important to me, and that is what really like attracted me to integrative. So that is kind of like my brain dump, if you will, of why I went there and what exactly I was looking for. Another thing that Dr. Pablo said that I should start doing right away and integrating is the Whole30 diet. So it is an elimination diet. I am a little bit intimidated about it. I've actually wanted to do it several times, but it will basically help kind of get on top of things in my gut while I'm trying to heal. So it does make sense, and I've already started that process in a way. So even though it is a lot more strict, it's just for the time being to kind of get on top of rebuilding my gut lining, making sure they don't have that like acid reflux and things like that. So I did look it up to make sure I knew what I was talking about, but I have had a lot of friends and family do this in the past and they really loved it because you eliminate and then you add things back in and see how sensitive you are to them. But the rules are pretty strict, otherwise your body would not go without those things, and then also like you wouldn't know how you truly felt without them. So there's no added sugar, real or artificial, no alcohol in any form, no grains, no legumes, no dairy, no carrageenan or sulfites. I need to look more into that one to see specifically what exactly that is. I kind of know a little bit, but I want to look into that more. No recreating baked goods or treats or junk food with approved ingredients. This means your cravings and habits won't change if you keep eating these foods, even if they're made with the whole 30 ingredients. No stepping on the scale or taking measurements. So for now, I'm just going to start on the Whole30, start taking my supplements and do my testing with Dr. Pablo, and then go from there, and he'll kind of like guide me on the track of like what exactly I should keep doing and what I shouldn't. Sugar has been something that I have struggled with a long time, and I know a lot of us do, so I know it's nothing new. I've really tried to cut out refined sugar, but I know that I also still have a lot of sugar in my diet, so this is going to be a challenge for sure, but it's a really good one. And I also know that my husband will do it with me, so I also have like that support system, which is huge because it'd be so hard to do alone. I want to see how my skin does with all of this, and I'm super excited to report back and maybe even share some recipes that I really loved or things that I didn't really love as much, things like that. Also have been just adding a lot more red meat in. As soon as I start my luteal phase after I'm done ovulating, I have started adding so much more steak, and I'm even getting ready to try lamb. I've never made lamb before, which is like very hard on my heart, but it's something that I've never made before and I really want to try it. And so if you have any tips about preparing lamb, please drop them below. I would love to know what you've done or tried or what didn't work for you. And so I've been really trying to bulk up on red meat before my period and see how that affects my cycle and my symptoms as well. So I'll also report back, and I'm just trying to start small with things that I know that I can control and then work up and outward from there. However, I do want to say that the things that I've learned, the things that I've implemented, and just talking with different doctors, different specialists, listening and taking in so much information, I truly have so much inspiration for things that I want to do with skin gloss. I actually want to create things that I want to maybe eliminate even more. Like I feel really confident about my products, but I really want to make sure that my products are as clean as possible, that they're giving the best of whatever it is that they need to give, that it is like the cleanest, the purest, and just the most absorbable, that is not a word, but the best possible way for your body and your skin to absorb them and really utilize them, not just for your skin, but like overall your health in general. I feel like I've always been that way, but especially right now, I think it's making me take a step further even. So that's really exciting. I feel very overwhelmed by it, but I'm also really excited and inspired about it. So I'll just keep taking you along my journey and giving you all the little things that are in my brain. So that, I think, is everything for now. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for being here. If there's a word of encouragement you'd like to drop below, I would really appreciate it. Or even like a prayer request. If you're struggling with the same thing or something similar, I would love to pray for you, or just in general, honestly. Or if you have any like little pieces of advice as far as like Whole30 recipes or things that like ways you like to prepare red meat or lamb or things like that, I would greatly appreciate it. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for just cheering me on in this journey and in this time. It means the world to me, and I felt so much love, and I've really felt a really deep connection with my friends online. So thank you so much. I love you all. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.